How you going, guys? Dean from Blog for the Blood God here, and I've got my good mate Sean with me today, and we're going to be doing a 2,000 point video battle report.
Hey guys, here is the Tau Army, 2,000 points. It is basically the Hunter contingent with an auxiliary formation from the Mod card book, but we'll run through it. So we've got Hunter Cadre, which you've got the Commander, then you've got your mandatory 3 Fire Warrior teams there, 2 singular broadsides, and then for the elites in there you've got some crisis suits, so 5 with Fusion Blaster and Plasma Rifle, and a singular Ghost Kill with the Fusion Collider and Twin Fusion Blasters. As an auxiliary formation here, I've got the Optimized Stealth Cadre, so 2 bare bones units of stealth suits, and the Ghost Kill with the, I think it's the something Raker and the Fusion something or others, you know the ones, just not the melter. And then a couple of Pathfinders in there, that's actually part of this, sorry about that. And then the 3 Riptides for the Riptide Wing, which I'm looking forward to using, because it's going to be pew all over Dean's face. So yeah, it's going to be good. So zooming out, there's 2,000 points of Tau for the greater good.
Alrighty, here we have 2,000 points worth of Khorne Demons. So my primary detachment is taken from Codex Khorne Chaos Demons, sorry. So I've got Scarbrand is my Warlord, HQ slot. Secondary HQ slot is taken up by a Herald with the Grimoire of True Names to give Scarbrand that 3-up invulnerable. Then we've got 2 units of 10 Bloodletters. There's a Blood Reaper in each unit with 2 lesser rewards. Then the secondary detachment is a Khorne Daemonkin Combined Arms detachment, 2 Bloodthirsters of Insensate Rage for the HQ choices, and then 2 units of 8 Bloodletters with a Blood Reaper. And then the third detachment's exactly the same. 2 Bloodthirsters of Insensate Rage, 2 units of Bloodletters with a Blood Reaper in each. Giving us a total of 5 Bloodthirsters and 6 units of Bloodletters. So yeah, should be a pretty cool game. And fuck your greater good, we're going greater evil.
Yeah, right.
Alrighty guys, we've just finished table setup and rolling for objective markers and rolling for who gets first turn. So for terrain setup, we've just sort of made it a bit more cinematic with the Imperial Bastions and shit all down one side, the Chaos Fortifications down the other. Then we rolled to place objectives. Sean got to place first, so we've placed an objective at the top of this bastion here. That was Sean's first placement. And then I knew that he was going to want to place one at the top of this second bastion, so I was a dick, and I placed mine here, so that he couldn't put one up there, because it would be within 12. Such a dick. Then he placed one over here in the Dreadhold, so I chucked one here, and then his final one was there, and my final one was over here. So they're pretty spread out. There's quite a few of them in cover, which could probably help him. It's not like I have any guns though, it just means he's going to get to go first in combat. But I'm not scared of no pansy-ass Tau with their motherfucking... what are they? Fucking pulse rifles? I'll cut them in half, fuck them. Anyway, then we roll to see who goes first, sets up first. Sean won the roll-off. And for deployment, deployment type, we got the Hammer and Anvil, where it's short table edges. So Sean's chose this table edge, I'm down that end. And we're going to get into deployment and we'll get back to you.
Hi guys, this is the setup. Basically I've just put a nice line of pew along, so basically that's right up to the 12 inches away from the center. I had a couple of infiltrators and scouts and stuff, so they moved up here just to get onto this objective here for first turn, so it's a lot of nice little pew there to try and counter that down there. That's probably going to try and run up and take it, but basically I've just tried to put everything so that I can get that 12-inch supporting fire business, and hopefully I can shoot down as many of those things, the big ones at least, before they get onto me. Talk through Dan's deployment as well, because I'm really good at it and he's not. He's basically chucked, no, shush, I've got this. I got it, mate, I got it. Basically put all of his bloodthirsters in a line there. I imagine they're not swooping. I imagine that they're...
Can't deploy swooping. So.
Yeah, see, I knew that. I was just testing to see if he knew. He's got his Scar brand in the middle there, and obviously his tactic is going to be to run down here. The beautiful thing is though, once I move all my stuff out of the way, I've got a whole nother like at least 18 inches to run back from those guys. So I'm hoping I can actually get a full 3 turns of shooting in on them before they actually get into combat, which would be fantastic. Because I believe with 3 turns, I can probably take out all but one of his bloodthirsters, I would imagine. So, happy days. Dean, anything you'd like to add to...
There's lots I'd like to add. Am I allowed to talk about my deployment, or are you
Nah,
going to run the show, motherfucker?
What else is there to talk about?
Alright, so I've got... my Herald is at the back here with the unit of bloodletters. He's in the unit so that he can't be singled out by the fucking tower shooting.
Nobody
and he's
cares.
going to be casting his grimoire onto the other units.
You got it.
And then, yeah, basically I've deployed so that at turn 1 I can enter swooping mode, fly down, and then he's going to have a hard time shooting me. And hopefully he'll ground one, and then when he grounds it, I can then charge him that turn, and that's basically what I'm going to try and do. So, we'll see how it goes. No one can see you shaking your head. Did you realise that? You're behind the camera. You fucking idiot. Yeah, so, alright. While we've got the camera rolling... you hold the motherfucker.
Alright.
While we've got the camera rolling, let's roll for a Seize the Initiative.
By the way, I'd like to add, it's like 10:30 in the morning we're drinking.
Yeah, because we're fucking hardcore. Here's my Seize the Initiative roll. Oh! Yeah! No good. Turn 1, Tower, coming your way.
Woo! Okay, so it's end of tower, turn 1. We forgot to say before, we rolled deadlock on the mission table. So that's the one where you start with 6 cards and you remove 1 per turn until you're down to 0 or 1 or whatever it is at the end of the game. I picked up Objective 1, Blood and Guts, which is the Killer Summoning and Assault phase. Objective 4, Domination. Secure Objective 5, and Big Game Hunter, if I can point it right. So that's Objective 5 in there, so I got that. And Big Game Hunter was achieved by shooting down the Bloodthirster that was there and the Bloodthirster that was there. So basically what I did is I split my army up into 2 halves and used coordinated firepower. I got like 2 marker lights on each Bloodthirster and basically just hitting on 2s. The half that had the buff mana in it was re-rolling hits and wounds, so it was a pretty sure thing they were going down. And then on the other side here, because I had some shooting left over, because I took out the second Bloodthirster a little bit easier, I basically got the 2 stealth teams and the fire warriors there to fire at a squad of bloodletters that were there. They just shot them off the table. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. After that, I just jumped everything back that could jump back to give myself more room before he's shooting. So if you look, I've still got quite a bit of space between us. I'm thinking he's going to have a hard time getting everything in combat in time. But look, we'll see what happens. He's got some stuff with wings there, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's pretty much it. See you at the end of Dean's turn.
Alrighty, so there's the end of the Khorne turn 1. So I drew Secure Objective 5, Hungry for Glory, so I had to issue a challenge, and Big Game Hunter, as well as Secure Objective 2, Secure Objective 3, and Ascendancy. So I got Objective 2 over here, I held with the Bloodletters. Objective 3 I held up here with my other unit of Bloodletters. And I also held Objective 4, which gave me the 3 objectives required for Ascendancy. Then for my D3 roll, I rolled a 6, which got me 3 victory points for Ascendancy. So I'm currently sitting on 5. As for what actually happened during the turn, I sort of moved everything forward. I entered swooping mode with the 2 Bloodthirsters of Insensate Rage. Tried to get them safe from that shooting, and also get them nice and close so that I can catch up with the cowards that are running the fuck away. Fucking cowards. I used my Blood Tithe to summon a Skull Cannon because I had 6 Blood Tithe points, because I got 2 for each Bloodthirster that was killed, because they're a character, they get an additional one when they die, as well as being a unit. And then there was also a unit of Bloodletters that had a champion in it, which was a character, so that gave me 6 Blood Tithe points. So I used 5 of them to summon a Skull Cannon. He fired at those Fire Warriors. Oh no, he fired at the Stealth Suits, sorry, and did fuck all. But the real crucial part of this turn was the Warp Storm table, because my primary detachment's from the Codex Chaos Daemons. I got Khorne's Wrath, which was totally appropriate. and which was basically a strength 8 AP3 small blast that gets placed on each unit if I roll a 6. So I got one up here which wiped out 6 fire warriors and 4 fucking pathfinders. Then one landed on these guys, which scattered back into my skull cannon but didn't hurt it. And then I had another 2 blasts over here. One wiped out a couple of pathfinders and a ton of fire warriors, and then the second one landed beside it, which took out a unit of stealth suits and a couple more fire warriors. So that all of this stuff that's over here that's been killed was all killed by just the warp storm. I didn't actually do any of that. That was all the warp storm taking care of it for me. So yeah, Sean's pretty fucking butthurt on
I haven't
that.
said that though. Like 2 thirsters.
So it's pretty It's way too early to call it, but
It evened it up for you, I think.
yeah, it did make me feel a lot more comfortable about the way that this game is travelling so far. So, so I'm in the lead victory points wise, but it just depends whether I can hold that lead or not, because he's got a lot of shooting and he's got a lot of shit going on. And yeah, we've also got quite a few units pinned. We've got these Pathfinders are pinned, those Fire Warriors are pinned.
Fire Warrior.
And then we've got to do a morale check for these other units, which we forgot to do. So
Let's do them now.
Alright, we'll do them now. On camera so y'all can see.
This guy's the one I don't want to fail.
Pathfinder.
Leadership 7. He good. It doesn't matter because he's pinned.
He's pinned, so yep, now there's these Fire Warriors here.
So, Leadership 7 as well. No, I'm going to re-roll that because it's cocked.
What? Fuck off. That was...
Yeah,
anyway,
it doesn't matter anyway. He's failed. They run 2d6.
So 8 inches, so yeah, they'll be back in the corner there.
These
Cool,
guys are pinned, so no worries.
Alright, so that's the end of the Khorne turn 1, and we'll jump into the Tau turn 2 and see what they can do in return.
Hi everyone. So these were the objectives that I had this turn. These are now the ones that I've scored. So objective 1, objective 5 from last time, big game hunter from last time, and then I killed his warlord, Scarbrand. But it was with a lot of stuff. So basically I coordinated firepowered everything in my army, with the exception of the burst cannon stealth suits up there, and the fusion collider ghost kill, which is such a sexy model. Whoever painted that, guys, he's on fleek right now. Anyway, so yeah, they all coordinated firepower, and it was really funny because I shot these fire warriors at him first. So it was 14 shots from max within 15 range, and
They took off 3 wounds.
Yeah, they took off 3 wounds, and then these guys, when they fired, did no wounds. These guys, when they fired, did no wounds, and it was kind of a little bit disappointing, but that's all right. It happens. So he's gone. That's the important thing. I would like to add that Dean got the grimoires off on that little herald guy in that unit behind him, and so he had a 3-up save. But I was like, "Fuck your invulnerable save, nigga," and just shot it to pieces. It was fantastic.
If you weren't able to combine that fight to get Monster Hunter and Twin Link and everything, it would have been a completely different story.
No, you're right. You're dead right. But it isn't. So
it is what it is.
And that's the face of somebody who just lost 3 bloodthirsters by turn 2.
That's the face of a guy who's not scared.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm curious to see what you've got up your sleeve still. But anyway, so that's where it's at. I'm now at 5 victory point things, and he's also got 5 over there. So it's still good. I'm still confident, but Dean is obviously confident also. So we'll see how it goes. Bye.
Alrighty, so that's the end of my turn 2. So 4 cards. I drew Psychological Warfare, Secure Objective 5, and Big Game Hunter. I didn't manage to score any of those, but I also had Secure Objective 2 and Secure Objective 3. And luckily I still hold Objective 2 from last turn, and I still hold Objective 3 from last turn, so I scored those 2 victory points, which brings me to 7 so far. As for movement, Bloodletter's moved up towards the objective number 5, because that's the next objective I need to claim. These Bloodletters moved over to hold 3. They stayed put. Skull Cannon fired his Skull Cannon at this. There was 2 units up here, a Fire Warrior and a Pathfinder, and he killed both of them. And then the 2 Bloodthirsters Vector Striked over, did a single wound to the fucking whatever those faggots called. They're not ghost kills.
This one here, this one, Crisis
Suits, and the ghost kill. Kill the drone in the ghost kill unit.
Oh no!
Now I forgot to roll my grimoire again, so I'm going to do that.
You should.
So he's just going to grimoire his own unit.
Ah!
So it doesn't go off. So no good. Other than that, I had a unit over here is now contesting this objective number 1.
You hold it because they're upset.
Yeah, I hold it, but that doesn't really help me because I didn't need it. But now he sort of has to dedicate at least some shooting
it'll be those
to that unit. Because, which hopefully will alleviate some of the pressure off of my other models. I only had 1 blood tithe point at the start of this turn, so I wasn't able to use that, but now I'm sitting on 3 because I killed 2 units over here, and then plus whatever he kills in his turn, so next turn blood tithe might be a bit more helpful. And the Warp Storm result I got was all demons on the table get +1 to their invulnerable saves, which is fucking handy because I know he's about to try and bring the pain. So 4 up invols across the board should be helpful. And we'll get back to you once the Tau turn 3 is finished.
So I tried to kill some blood letters and failed dismally. Everything's shuffled. See how we're sort of castled up here? Those 2 bloodthirsters are zooming.
Start with the objectives, man.
No, I'm doing it this way.
Fine.
So I moved here, castled up to basically, I was assuming they were going to drop down next turn and try and rifle stomp through all these guys. But we'll see what happens. I don't think it will. Shot a lot of stuff at that bloodthirster squad there and killed everything but 1, which is really annoying. Or bloodletter, sorry, which is really annoying because he's now going to get in that and get that objective, which is just not cool. Actually, did you go to ground?
No, that unit went to ground. Actually, that unit didn't end up going to ground.
No, it did, didn't it?
No.
You didn't?
I was contemplating, but I didn't end up going to ground.
See, we're so good at playing that we just don't remember. Right, so they didn't go to ground, and I killed 3 of them. Yeah. And it was really disappointing because I did that crazy double tapping Nova Charge blast things, and I think I killed 4 blood letters, which is...
that 4 up invulnerable save from the...
Also the fact that you spread them out like your mum spreads her legs, basically.
Basically.
Yeah.
Pretty simple.
These burst cannons stealth suits moved up on objective 1, killed those guys that were contesting the objective, so now we get it. As a result, I got objective 6, which is held by Mr. Rail Rifle Bad Boy, and obviously those guys are holding number 1, which is the other card that I had. But look, Dean has no monstrous creatures, but he's going to just play the objective game now.
No monstrous creatures?
They're not going to do anything.
What the fuck do you call these 2
Mate,
motherfuckers?
you're going to be a pussy and they're going to run.
They don't run, they fly, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's running, what demons do. But anyway, so that's where it's at. It's probably going to come down to points, and we're even at the moment, but Dean's still got his turn, so we'll see how we go. Peace.
Alrighty, so that's the end of my turn. So for objectives this turn, I had Altar of Gore, which is basically I have to kill a unit that's currently holding an objective, which wasn't really going to happen. I had Assassinate, I had to kill an enemy character, which also wasn't going to happen. But the 2 that were achievable were Psychological Warfare, had to make them fail a morale, pinning, or fear check.
Which didn't happen.
Which didn't end up happening. And Secure Objective 5, which did happen. And I was really hoping for the Psychological Warfare. All they had to do was fail morale, pinning, or fear. So I tried to summon a Skull Cannon in, thinking that its shooting, which causes pinning checks, might have been able to help me out, but it scattered and then mishapped and went into ongoing reserves, so that sort of sucked. And then I assaulted a unit of Fire Warriors with these Bloodletters, hoping to get that fear check, but they passed their fear check, and then I slaughtered them in close combat, so didn't get any morale check opportunities. So that was a bit disappointing. However, I did get secure objective number 5 by jumping the Bloodletter unit that was down here of one guy. He's jumped inside this bastion, so we put the model up the top just to sort of mark that he's in there. But he's now inside that bastion, therefore holding that objective, so I score that one. Bloodletters ran up and murdered a unit of Fire Warriors, but I think it's pretty safe to say they're royally fucked this turn, because there's a lot of fucking Tau ready to rain bullets on them. Other than that, these guys moved a little bit further back just so that he's out of range. He needs to hold objective number 2, that's one of his cards. So I'm keeping this unit on here just to keep that objective out of reach for him. this unit of Bloodletters jumped inside this bastion, so they're still holding objective number 4 because that's right next to the bastion, but that'll protect them from any shooting that he has. And the Bloodthirsters remained in swooping mode, and they've just sort of moved along the side of the board edge here, and then hopefully in the next turn they can do another 90-degree spin and vector strike some more stuff. But basically they're in the swooping mode just to sort of...
Be pussies.
To be pussies, as Sean would put it. But no, basically I'm trying to keep them alive. I'm hoping that he's going to have to, at some point, have no option to shoot at me while I'm swooping, and then he can ground me, and then I can charge him. Because dropping them down into gliding mode right now would be suicide. And as much as Khorne loves blood and guts and skulls and all that good shit,
Pussy.
I'm hoping that if I keep them gliding, they'll kill more than if I keep them swooping, they'll kill more than if I went into gliding mode. So that's the theory. But yeah, so that's the end of my turn. I'm now on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 victory points, and Sean's on 7.
Correct.
So I have the lead at the end of what, turn 3?
Correct.
And yeah, we'll see what Sean can do in his turn 4.
Pussies. Hi guys. Here's my turn. This is turn 4. For turn 4. So there was a group of Bloodletters where all these Tau now are. They died and everything moved up. Those Pathfinders are still pinned because they're just so scared of the Warp Storm. He stayed still and pot-shotted down there and did nothing. These guys moved up to there, so they were like there-ish and they've gone whoop, 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 whoop. I got objective 6 back there with this guy. Those guys have decided to ignore because they're pussies. And everything just kind of moved up because I'm going to go now and try and take these 2 objectives down here. I reckon I can do it the next turn if I get some good rolls on the thrust, but we'll see what happens. At the moment, we're neck and neck with the points, but I don't know what Dean can get next
Bear in
turn.
mind, both of those units have objectives secured, so you can't just get to the objective. You're going to have to kill the units that are on them as well.
You know that Tau shoot things, right?
Correct, but I mean, you got a Bastion there, fucking, that's armor 14 all round.
You know how many melters are over there?
Like, a couple.
My hand's just like shaking it. Can you tell, guys at home? It's a little bit shaky.
It's because you're fucking petrified.
It's because I'm hungry.
Because Khorne Daemonkin are about to fuck you up.
Anyway, so there's a nice little slice of the board. Look at that. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Alright, let's get into Khorne turn 4.
Go!
Alrighty, so there we have the end of the Khorne turn 4. So I brought my Skull Cannon. He came back in from ongoing reserves from the last turn. Actually, hang on. Let me start with objectives. So I had Psychological Warfare, which I was not really likely to get this turn because nothing was within range. I had Secure Objective 6, which once again, he's holding it up there with a broadside, so that wasn't going to happen. But I had Altar of Gore was my 3rd objective, which you can see there I claimed. Because the Skull Cannon came in, got within 3 inches of the objective there, then he fired his Skull Cannon at the unit of Fire Warriors that was holding it and killed them.
Does it count?
So, because I killed a unit that was holding an objective, and I then in turn hold the objective, I get D3 victory points. Other than that, the only other notable thing was that the Bloodthirsters entered gliding mode, so that next turn I can grab that objective number 6. So we're going to get into turn 5 Tau and see what happens.
Okay, so it's the end of Tau turn 5, which was it was good. I dropped 2 Bloodthirsters down the back there. So this squad here, the Commander and Plasmas and Fusions, dropped him. Bang, 1 shot, 1 kill, dead in the water or the bloody ocean, as it may be. Anyway, the rest of the guys kind of shot at the other Bloodthirster, dropped him, and then we did a bit of moving around. These guys are going to head up to try and get number 2. These guys jumped down, try and get number 2. They actually shot at them as well, killed I think 3, which was awesome. And basically everything's just moved up. Dean is fucking all over it on the objective points, but I reckon the turn goes on to turn 6. I got it. I got this shit. I got it in spades. But anyway, it's going well. Dean's on like 18 or some shit. What are you on?
Yeah, I'm on what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
And I'm on 8. So he's got a lead of about 1 or 2, but you know.
I believe the word you're looking for is he has it in the fucking bag.
Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. He's drinking, I'm not, so he's clearly over-exaggerating. Let's get it on.
Alright, Alrighty, so here we have the end of the Khorne turn 5. So the objectives that I had this turn were Unfettered Butchery, where all I have to do is kill an enemy unit in close combat, and Psychological Warfare. All I have to do is make them fail a morale, pinning, or fear check. And now that I think about it, you have to take a pinning check for this unit.
Leadership 10. Good.
Damn. Okay. So basically, I scored Unfettered Butchery, but I didn't get a morale, pinning, or fear check. We had Bloodletters over here charged the unit of stealth suits and fucked them up. And the only other real moves, we had the Skull Cannon moved up this way and fired at the fucking Crisis suits, hoping to get a pinning check, but that didn't really go my way. And then I charged them and they blew me up in Overwatch. Classic tower bullshit. I used my Blood Tithe to summon a unit of Bloodletters down here just for that line breaker, and also in an attempt to make it more difficult for him to table me in case we go another turn. And then the 2 units of Bloodletters that are within the Bastions just stayed put. So that's the end of my turn 5. So I'm currently on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And Sean's on
8 still, like I was last
8
turn.
still like he was last turn, because the motherfucker can't do shit.
I'm going to table you. I'm actually going to table you.
So now, Sean, would you like to do the honours and roll the dice?
Where's the
on a 1 or a 2, the game is over.
Boom, that's still going.
5, so he's got one more turn.
At least.
Potentially 2, but he's got another turn. So let's see if in one turn, can Sean table me? Yeah, so I'm going to shut the fuck up and we'll get into Tau turn 6.
Hi everyone. Notice there's still 2 Bastions going. I didn't get to kill either of them. I put like 4 Melter shots into that. Still alive.
Reduced it down to 1 hull point though.
Wah, wah. He charged and shot at these guys. I think I killed like 2 in shooting.
Killed 1 in shooting.
Oh, only 1?
Yeah.
Oh, that's disappointing. And then I charged and they put 2 wounds on me because I failed 2 2-ups. Oopsies. And then those dudes down there died to the Riptides. What? And they've moved over to kill that one because next turn that's going to kill that. And Dean's still going to get tabled.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, you haven't got that much from the table, mate. Like, I just like to note, he's got those there, he's got 1 dude in the Bastion, he's got a whole squad in the Bastion.
You don't have enough to kill that unit of Bloodletters that are locked with that Riptide.
I most certainly do.
What the fuck is you going to get in combat with him? You're not going to win.
I'm definitely going to do it. See, like,
Mark his words. He said he was definitely going to do it.
He's still going to win.
At the end of this battle report, when he doesn't do it, I need you to all put little comments in there saying, Sean, you're a fuckwit.
Dean's just upset because when I do
Hashtag Sean's a fuckwit.
Anyway, it's been a good turn. I'm going to beat him. Laters.
Alrighty, so there's the end of my turn 6. I drew Secure Objective 4, which I still hold here with this Bloodletter unit that's in the Bastion. So that gives me 1 more victory point. Not that it really matters, because it's going to end up being either I get tabled or I don't. But, you know, you never know. So I didn't move any units, because I figured all I've got left is 2 units of Bloodletters in Bastions, and a single unit of Bloodletters in combat here with the Riptide. I decided to use my Blood Tithe points to give my army-wide Feel No Pain, just because it's like a desperate last-minute gambit to try and keep my shit alive. So then we basically didn't do a movement phase. Oh, we forgot the fucking Warp Storm. Fuck! Warp Storm.
Oh, no! That's 9!
9.
That's Khorne's Wrath again! That's bullshit!
I have gotten Khorne's Wrath 3 times in this motherfucking game. Sorry guys, we're going to just quickly do this last bit on camera because
that's so annoying.
Fucked up. So on a 6, these units take a hit. So on this guy, nah. This guy, nah.
Over there.
These guys,
Nah.
the unit of fucking Pathfinders at the back here.
Nah. Dude up there.
Dude up the top.
Nah. Dude down there. Nah. Dude down there. Now get yes on this and kill your own guys.
It's unengaged enemy models, so it doesn't count for that guy. So that the fucking Warp Storm was relevant, so I did nothing in my movement phase, nothing in my shooting phase. Then we went to the close combat phase, and the Riptide actually managed to kill 3 Bloodletters. He only gets 3 attacks, hitting on 5s, he killed fucking 3 guys. Even though I had a 5-up invulnerable and a 5-up Feel No Pain, he still managed to kill 3 guys. So that was really good for him. But, yeah, we'll see if he can table me in this one last turn. This is a desperate last minute he's got to...
Well, no, we'll see if we've got to roll off to see if it goes on.
Well, yeah, we roll off at the start of your turn, so roll on a 1, 2, or 3, it's game over.
How about? Oh, what a cunt!
And cunt.
What a cunt!
We have a dice that says cunt, which replaces the 1, which means that is game over. Khorne, motherfucking Daemonkin.
Mate, no, it's just demons, and you bitched out.
No, fuck you.
Khorne would not have been happy with the way you played today. Oh, no, they're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me. You ran away.
I'm pretty sure Khorne would be down with that shit because there's objective markers that Khorne wants, and I motherfucking took them.
No, Khorne just wants skulls, mate. You know it.
Yeah, well, maybe they're piles of skulls. They're objectives. That's what the fucking game's all about. Either way, I see my opponent's point. I did play
Like a
somewhat... I fucking forgot to bring my... Oh, no, they died. Never mind me. I'm tripping. Yeah, so pretty good game. I'm happy with that game.
It's a good game.
It was fun.
It was.
There was not a single point during that game where it was obvious who was going to win.
Except for at the end when I was going to table you.
It felt very strongly weighted towards the Tau player, but the one thing that Khorne Daemonkin do really fucking well is Maelstrom of War. We can get a lot of objectives fast. We rack up the points pretty good. And that's what it came down to. So, any last minute thoughts there, Sean?
You play like a pussy.
Apparently I play like a pussy. Alright, favourite highlights. What's your highlight?
When I dropped like 2 bloodthirsters in a turn twice. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was
I'll
sick.
pay it. I'll definitely pay that. Highlights for me... I don't know if there was really any highlights. I guess winning was a highlight. I guess beating you was... That's kind of, you know...
I'd just like for you to point the camera back at the table and have a look and see what's...
Yeah, well, I mean, if you were talking victory... If you were talking kill points here, I got fucking decently raped.
Yeah.
But,
by the way, did you know we weren't actually playing Maelstrom? We were just doing that, and now it's a kill point match.
Oh, you wish it was a fucking kill point match. But, yeah, no, it was a pretty good game. I enjoyed it.
We did.
I definitely think that Hunter contingent, where they can basically combine all of their shooting into one unit and then benefit from their special rules, is extremely powerful, but I don't think it's anywhere near as broken as everybody makes it out to be, because I find more often than not, you end up overkilling the unit when you combine all, you know.
No,
I mean, you didn't in that game, but I think that...
You've got to, guess very well how much firepower you need to take something out, taking into account rolls and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I think a lot of people will find that it's not as easy to use as people think it is. It's not as point and click and kill, because if you combine too many units, you're going to overkill something. But if you don't combine enough, you're wasting the benefits of that rule. So I don't think it's as broken as everybody says. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and make sure that you comment in the thing hashtag Sean's a fuckhead, because he was super convinced that he was going to blow up both these bastions. And how many of them are still on the table, Sean? Could you just let the people at home know how many of these motherfucking bastions are still alive?
You want to know how many bastions are alive?
Yeah.
If you went another turn, there would be none alive. So
yeah, but motherfucking how many? Wait, so the game's over, and how many bastions are still alive?
You're such a...
Sorry guys, we like to shit talk each other.
That's why I'm wearing this shirt.
Yeah, this shirt that says "fuck you."
That's it. Get them at Vistaprint.
Fucking advertising in my fucking video. Yeah, alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget, hashtag Sean's a fuckwit.
Motherfucker, blood,